Hello and welcome into episode 70, the Big 7-0. We're senior
70
citizens.
big ones.
Yes, 70 big ones. Of Musings for the Mountains, a video podcast presented by WVSports.com. I am managing editor Keenan Cummings of the site.
And I'm staff writer Patrick Kotnik of the site.
The site is WVSports.com. And we can talk about a few things, some humongous things, in a weekend that has been about as good as you can expect for West Virginia football and basketball. We'll start with football because basketball is a little bit fresher. Wyatt Milum. Wyatt Milum, the number one, I'll call him the number one rated player in West Virginia. Rivals has him at 2, but in my personal opinion, the number one rated player in West Virginia, offensive tackle. Had offers from, you name it, guys. Notre Dame, Alabama, LSU, Michigan, Oregon, Florida State, Tennessee. A lot of offers. Picks, West Virginia. Kind of a shocking development for some, but this has really been trending this way for a while now. Really built a solid connection with the West Virginia coaches. He's visited 6 times since last June. Been on campus a lot. He's been to 3 junior days. 3. Junior day started in December, so he's been to 3 of those. And really developed a strong connection with the coaches, and it allowed West Virginia to pull arguably, definitely, no question, the biggest pull of the Neil Brown era. Maybe the biggest pull in the last 5, 6, 7 years. I think it's safe to say. An area West Virginia struggled. Anybody that's followed West Virginia recruiting knows in-state, that Huntington, Wayne County area has not been kind to West Virginia with offensive linemen. You had Darnell Wright go to Tennessee, Riley Locklear go to Tennessee. Doug Nestor, Virginia Tech. Some of that really, you can't attribute that to Neil Brown and company. They got late for 2 of those. One of those was before he even got here. But still, the results were not good. This shakes things up. You know, West Virginia, there's not a lot of high-quality, talented athletes that are going to be produced here yearly. That number is upticking, but when they are, West Virginia has to get them. They did it last year. They got the 2 guys they offered, and they're doing it again this year. They've got one of those guys. Not sure what's going to happen with Isaiah Johnson. They're right in the mix with Zyke Lawton over in South Charleston. So, absolute ridiculous, happy, go crazy type of commitment for West Virginia, Pat.
Well, I mean, when Neil Brown took the head coaching job at West Virginia, one of the things he emphasized right out of the gate was we are going to prioritize in-state recruiting. And Keenan, like you said, they've been on the ball with that. Wyatt Milum is definitely a big time recruit for West Virginia, but not just him. I mean, they were able to get Sean Martin out of Bluefield, Zach Frazier out of Fairmont. They've really been prioritizing. They've stayed true to their word. They're really prioritizing the in-state recruiting, making sure those top recruits in the state stay home. I can't say enough good things about this coaching staff that Neil Brown's been able to have here at West Virginia. I mean, they've really been on the ball with prioritizing certain guys, but delivering with visits and then delivering with commitments.
Yeah, I think the thing here that really is kind of a shake-up in a sense, this is, I don't want to say a warning shot, that sounds kind of cheesy, but this lets schools know that West Virginia is serious about keeping these guys home. Yeah, this was a kid that was prioritized, was right at the top of the board for schools like Notre Dame, Penn State, Alabama. They wanted this kid. He was a big part of their plans. A lot of their analysts, people that cover them, thought he was going to go there. We've been confident. We've had him projected. Our hot board's not out yet. I know, Arch. We're working on it. The hot board's not out yet, but I've been saying on the board for the last couple weeks, I'd have him read, right? And obviously that kind of played out. If you want to make an argument, top player on West Virginia's board, regardless of position, maybe not most talented, although you could make that argument as well, but top player, just for what it means for the program, the position he plays. This is an offensive tackle, guys. True offensive tackle. I think that's what's exciting about him. About 6'6", 280. He's really filled out a lot since I saw him last summer. Has excellent feet, great arm length, and really athletic. He is pretty much a prototypical guy to develop into a tackle long term. Not necessarily the guard type, you kind of saw with Doug Nestor. He's more of a true tackle in the Darnell Wright sense of things. So, absolutely monster. West Virginia's up to 4 commitments, have a junior day going on actually as we speak. This is taped Saturday, so we'll see what happens. Could be some more, but we came into this weekend feeling positive, thinking West Virginia had a chance to add to the commitment list. They've done so in a big way. That's news, but we got basketball news too. West Virginia, the team we were all covering dirt on, the coffin was closed, getting ready to lower it, Undertakers themselves out of it, not only to win on the road at Iowa State, but get their biggest win of the season. Yes, I say that. I understand they beat number 2 Ohio State earlier in the year. We've come to find out that team's not number 2 in the nation. This Baylor team is as solid as they come. West Virginia was able to take care of Baylor at home in honestly rather convincing fashion the second half. Tip of the cap to the Mountaineers all around. Bob Huggins opened up the coffin. We're not dead yet, guys. And he was right.
Undertaker style.
Yeah, a lot of people were ready to bury this team. I think even Pat and me were a little bit negative at times during that 6 out of 7 losses. But you want to talk about a way to close the year. This team really did exactly what they did earlier in the year, frustrated Baylor. They looked really good on offense, too, especially in the second half. I think Jermaine Haley's insertion to run the team and play the point in the second half was the difference. Yes, I understand. Him and Matthews scored 18 points. He'd scored 21 over the last 8 games combined. I understand that the contributions Oscar Sheboy made. You go up and down Sean McNeil, Deuce McBride. They all played their part. I think Jermaine Haley in the second half was the key. He really got the offense running when Deuce McBride had foul trouble.
Yeah, I said before I wasn't sure if one win was going to do it for West Virginia to turn it around. I mean, granted, we're not sure what team will show up for the Big 12 tournament, the NCAA tournament. But, I mean, I got to say, though, the atmosphere inside the Coliseum was electric. I also had that awesome pregame ceremony for Senior Day, Chase Harler getting engaged to his longtime girlfriend. Congrats to him. But, yeah, you said, Ken, it was just they just showed a different tenacity that we haven't seen in a while. And I also like to mention, they were 24 of 34 free throws, but 6 misses did come from Derek Culver. Really made some critical free throws down the stretch that was able to put Baylor away. Baylor was making some ridiculous shots there at the end to keep themselves in it. And you really got to hand it to West Virginia for not caving to the pressure. I mean, they were able to rise above that adversity, make some free throws down the stretch to seal the win. And like I said, it was just an attitude. It was just that want-to attitude. You saw it throughout the entire game, and I think that's really promising for them moving forward.
West Virginia was 22 of 26 as a team. If you take out Derek Culver's 4 misses from the foul line in the second half, 22 of 26. You'll take that any day with this team. 2 wins now. 2 wins over top 5 clubs. Hasn't happened for West Virginia since 2017 when they beat, coincidentally, Baylor and Kansas at home. So, pretty good. I mean, for a team that was coming off a school record, 21 losses, you're 21-10 in the regular season, you've bumped yourself. This is the type of win that changes your seed line. I think this moves West Virginia 1, 2, who knows, maybe 3 if they pull off some magic in the Big 12 tournament. Speaking of the Big 12 tournament, West Virginia is in play, as I speak right now, for anywhere between the 3rd to the 6th seed. The positive is beating Baylor has eliminated them from that first day. Now, if they want to win this tournament, they only got to win 3 games in 3 days. That's doable. West Virginia's been to the Big 12 final several times. It's wide open. Kansas is obviously very good. Baylor is obviously very good. But we've seen in the past anybody can win this league when they get hot. West Virginia's playing hot right now.
Well, I was going to say, if you're one of the other teams in the Big 12 right now, I wouldn't want to play West Virginia right now. I know they had that sloppy win against Iowa State. I know win's a win, but a win like that against the number 4 team in the country, I feel like they're starting to get hot right at the right time. Granted, the game's tough to be played moving forward. Who knows what can happen in the Big 12 tournament? But right now, you have to really like where West Virginia's at, considering just the downward spiral they were on the past few games. But said they're starting to get hot right at the right time. This is what you want to happen if you're West Virginia moving forward.
So let's recap real fast. Major commitment. Major basketball win. More recruiting reaction coming. All that's going to be available on WVSports.com. We've got you covered all the way. We're going to have a lot more in the next 24, 48 hours. It'll be rolling in, and you can roll with it too. You can, and get a discount in the process. Sign up right now for an annual subscription. Get $49.50 gift code back to get any West Virginia gear of your choice. We all need new gear. We all need more information. Let's stay better informed, West Virginia fans. If you enjoyed this, your first time watching it, which I hope it's not, we're starting to get a little bit of buzz. Hit subscribe. Join us. We like more people watching. We like talking with you guys. We'll be back here soon. Maybe we'll be talking about some more big news in the upcoming days, but we'll see. It's that time of the year. NCAA tournament's coming up. Big 12 tournament.
Spring
recruiting. Spring football starts Tuesday. We got a lot of stuff going on. But thanks for tuning in again to another edition of Musings from the Mountains.